I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
We're going for a drive.
...2022 Range Rover Velar.
P400 R-Dynamic HSE without launch control. Brake boost.
That's not bad, that's not bad.
That's good pickup.
Horsepower and torque.
395 horsepower, 405 pound-feet of torque from a 3-liter turbo inline 6-cylinder.
And this has been refreshed.
Yes, since the last time that we drove the Velar where we compared it to the F-Pace.
And there have been so many updates across all of Range Rover stuff since then. Faster infotainments, better gauge clusters and stuff. But starting with the looks of this, damn, does this look good in this silver paint?
Yeah, the Velar in general has aged well because the first one, we loved the way that looked, and this still looks amazing.
Yeah, too bad we never got to drive the 2-door convertible, which was totally awesome, but...
Well, that wasn't the Velar, that was the Evoque.
That was the Evoque?
Yep.
Oh man, well too bad we didn't get to drive that.
Yeah.
Anyways, this looks amazing. The paint's good. I love the door handles, how they close in. It makes it nice and flush. The body lines look perfect. The roof being black looks awesome. The headlights, the grille, is there anything you don't like about this?
The one thing I don't like, which is an extreme nitpick, is the grille where you see the radar sensors and the R-Design logo and stuff. It just looks kind of funny.
Is it R-Dynamic or R-Design?
R-Dynamic.
The way the badge is so low, I'm like, that's kind of interesting, but doesn't super bother me. How about the taillights in the back end?
The taillights are really cool because they have this kind of like 3D pattern in them, almost like Lexus-ish, where you can like see depth through them.
It just looks so awesome. And we can raise it and lower it with the air suspension a bit, and then we got some wheels on it. What do you think about the wheels, Jacob?
They're a little too plain for like a Velar. Like, they're just like a simple double 5-spoke.
Should I say the same thing I say about every big SUV?
Say it, Yuri.
You put some Porgiatos on it, it'll probably look sick.
I mean, on a Range Rover, yeah.
Okay, and then what would be the Continental recommended tire for a Velar?
The Conti Sport Contact 5.
And then daily driving this, what parts of this do you like from your experience driving this?
Actually, I'd like to say the number one thing that I didn't like.
Okay, go for it. I'd like to hear that.
Baby seat. I tried to put it in the back, but the angle was so harsh that the front of my baby seat was actually lifting up, so you have to put like a bunch of rolled towels in the back to make it work.
Even it out?
Yeah,
like
a
that's
lot.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. And with that, it's all kind of rear seat stuff. There's not much room back there. This is a Velar. It's fairly small-ish. Yes, the Evoque is even smaller, but there's just no leg room for me. And then there is a recline function on the seats, and it just takes forever. It's super slow.
But it's electronic.
Yes.
And there is enough room for me at 5'8.5" behind you at 6'1.5". So if you're not all tall, it's fine, but this is a smaller SUV. They do make bigger SUVs. They make
The
longer
Sport.
wheelbase SUVs and
Yes.
stuff. So like tall people, not this one for you.
Yeah, well, for the back. In the front, totally comfortable, no issues. Now let's get to the no issues part. The powertrain is actually really, really good, but one minor issue is that it's actually a little bit difficult to drive this smoothly because of the throttle tuning. I've been driving this in comfort, like I really don't need dynamic in this, and I'll get to the drive modes in a second, but driving this in comfort with like a light throttle, there's just this surge of turbo power, which normally I like, but it just makes the driving experience not smooth, and then the passenger might think that the driver can't drive, but I assure you I can drive.
But what if the driver wanted to use the paddles? Go, hit the paddles. They don't work if you're in drive. You need to put the shifter down to sport, and
Then they work. ZF8 speed, a little bit slow in this car. Like the tuning of the transmission is not the best for a ZF8 speed.
yeah.
I'm sure it's geared for smoothness, but at the same time, other cars have this transmission geared for smoothness that are faster.
Yeah.
So there's some funny things like that, and then the fact that this is all gloss black, like I really don't like it. Next nitpick.
Gloss black, luxury, Range Rover. It makes sense, even though it's kind of gross.
Hate it. The cup holder. The grips are way too damn tight to the point that they actually left the dye from the cup on the grips.
But then we do have this pop-up cup holder next to the shifter.
Which isn't, oh, wow. I literally didn't know that that's how you open that. I was doing this. Let me show you what I was doing.
Come on, bro.
I didn't think that was a button. All right then.
Your first day reviewing cars?
This is my first time pressing the logo to open something.
Yeah, anyways, super grippy.
Too grippy though.
Too grippy, not a fan.
Let's find out if the visors are slidey or not slidey. This doesn't look good.
3, 2, 1.
Fail.
Dang.
Another damn thing that's not good for daily driving. But the powertrain itself is actually very good, other than the non-smoothness. Like, it's quick. You floor it, takes a while to downshift, but there's 400 pound-feet of torque.
You really feel it later, and there's no pumped-in fake audio, which is awesome.
And you mentioned that this has air suspension. You can lower it and raise it, but it is not the most comfortable for being air suspension. I've been in so many more air suspension systems that are more comfortable than this Range Rover, so I think it's geared more for sportiness. And let's test the sportiness through a cliche corner, understeer, but I mean, this actually handles pretty well.
It handles way too well considering how much this can off-road as well.
Yes, the theoretical off-roading. Because apparently, like, you can get weight depth sensing sensors and all that fun stuff if you can get those sensors, because we're actually missing something. I don't know if it's missing because somebody didn't check the option box on this press car, or if there's a chip shortage, but we don't actually have a 360 camera in this.
Yeah, no 360 camera, kind of sucks. And Range Rovers have cool 360 cameras that show stuff underneath the car and a lot of cool tech, but we don't have it in this.
Yeah, so we don't know if that was a specking issue or if it was a chip shortage thing.
Everything is chip shortage.
Speaking of chip shortage, I feel like this car got worse chips because there's a lot of lag in every gauge cluster. Every single screen, which looks impressive, they're all very slow to operate.
Didn't they have like faster versions at one point?
The Defender. I think the Defender got all the good chips and this got the blaggy chips.
That makes sense.
This is a PS4, that's a PS5. And let's get to this bottom screen because it's my favorite one because it has the massage function, which is great. Each of your climate controls, your seat heating, your massage, your vehicle settings have their own screens, and then the dials change what they do when you're in each screen. So if you want to massage, but you want to change the intensity, you can't do that when you're in the vehicle mode.
It is impressive looking, but if you want to impress your passenger, you better train yourself really well at how to make everything work.
I think the experience would be, Yuri, would you like a massage?
Yes.
You reply yes, I hit massage, I power it on for you.
Exactly. You need to train yourself to be quick.
Yeah. But overall, that one does function, I think, the best out of all these screens. Yes, we do have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, no problems there. It actually works very, very quickly.
And I like how it's white so you can see it during the day, and then you can make it black so you can see it at night or set it to auto, because if you try to run the black screen during the day, it is very difficult to see.
Yeah. And then the next problem I had with this, driving it every day, was the actual lane keep assist. The adaptive cruise was totally fine, no issues there. The lane keep is better than it was on previous Range Rovers where it kind of like ping-ponged you between the lanes. Now it's much better, but it's still untrustable to the point that it's like, it's tried to veer me into the opposite lane like a couple times.
It's funny because like it'll be like one lane is gone and just coast you through there. It's
Yes.
like, why don't you just stick to the lane that's there?
Exactly.
Not good computer programming, in my opinion.
No, I would totally agree. So yeah, that's pretty much all my biggest gripes with this car. Like overall, I do really like it.
How about the buttons on the steering wheel?
I've gotten used to them. I don't like them. They're all capacitive touch, gloss black, but I can use them.
And controlling your menu through that left one, a little tricky.
Yuri, this gauge is so laggy that I don't even try and control that.
But you can do a couple different modes there, like center pod. Pretty much the same old JLR stuff, Jaguar Land Rover. That's why the plate is what it is.
Yep.
Not much difference, just like updated, I guess.
Yeah, so let's get you into the driver's seat.
Ready?
Ready.
I like that.
Interesting shift.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds, low 5 seconds.
And if you're looking to buy your own Range Rover, Land Rover, tsp.truecar.com.
Discounted price offers.
On new models, USA. More Defender.
Yeah, Defender's great.
Would you take a Defender over this so far?
I would, 100%.
Yeah, Defender's
no
kinda
question.
Like the coolest thing.
Yeah,
Wonder how many of them there are on TrueCar right now.
probably quite a bit.
tsp.truecar.
TSP, because that's how you get the discount.
So a couple things that I noticed that I really like. My driving position. Oh, that armrest is a little far away from my elbow. Bam!
Where's your square cup holder, Yuri? You
I
have to
don't-
pick.
I don't need it. That's for my snacks.
Yes.
I don't have square cups. Oh, what's that water?
What's
Fiji?
Fiji? Yeah, we haven't been on a press trip in a while, so we haven't drank Fiji in like 2 years.
Next thing I like about this interior, this wood pattern on the door. When we opened it up, the sun hit it. I was like, holy moly.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Mercedes black
Dark ash wood.
dark ash wood. That is great wood. I love seeing that.
I love this wood as well.
This steering wheel feels amazing in my hands, like absolutely amazing, perfect size and everything.
And it's heated as you can press on your steering wheel.
I feel like these ones always got pretty hot, didn't they?
It does, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hot steering wheel, my favorite steering wheel.
And what do you think about the general interior, the quality of the leathers, the stitching, and all that fun stuff?
As a non-leather expert, I see nothing wrong with this. The
Just
stitching
the
looks
feel.
nice.
Yeah, the feel.
Too bad it's not more colorful, but you know, maybe there's a chip shortage.
Yeah, leather shortage, cow shortage.
Oh, I know something that's weird about this car.
Okay.
The start-stop button is like buried in there, like a weird angle.
Yeah, like to start the car, it's a 45-degree angle and it's far.
Also, shout out to our friend Chad at Grand Touring. He sells Jaguars and Land Rovers, so
Shout out Chad.
hit him up and ask for the straight pipes discount.
And tell him that he still owes us pizza from the last F1 pool.
Now I owe up pizza because I lost the last F1
Sorry,
pool.
2 pools ago,
He
owes
lost
us
that one,
pizza.
but he offered to buy for us. None of us took him up on the deal.
Well, he
lost the
offered
last-
delivery.
Yeah, I lost the last one,
Yeah.
but I'll win this one. I'm not placing any bets until FP2 is done, or FP3 or whatever. Because the last one I like bet all Aston Martins. Like, why
Yeah,
did-
wow.
And the one before that all Ferrari. Like, what? And then into cliche corner. It feels good. Faster than I thought it would be, and
Yeah.
yeah, turning's good.
It's obviously all-wheel drive.
Doesn't want to like oversteer or anything, just like perfectly planted.
Very
and
neutral.
More grip than I would expect, especially since it's winter.
Yeah, and we don't have like traction off or anything. You don't really need to do any of that
Just
fun
in my
stuff.
sport.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, those drive modes. What do we have, Yuri?
Good question.
Dynamic, eco, comfort, grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, and sand.
I'm gonna keep it in dynamic.
I suggest comfort.
Let us know in the comments below if you or your parents or your family own one of these and you take it off-roading. And let us know if you own a Range Rover, Land Rover, and never take it off-roading and never will.
Did you know that I owned a Range Rover once for 26 hours?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's
just wanted to-
that's your story.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much everything out of the way. It's a pretty nice Land Rover, Range Rover, Velar.
For a luxury car, it's very simple, and that's very refreshing.
Yeah, even though the infotainment, I mean, this is still considered simple
Exactly.
for today's standards compared to a lot of the new crazy. Like, you can't talk to this car,
No, which is a feature.
which is nice.
Yes.
And it looks like amazing, especially this paint, the way it was popping today. 10 out of 10. Let's get to the price.
It starts at $64,600.
Canadian.
And this one is $93,050.
That's a lot of options.
Yeah.
And no 360 camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I can't blame someone for picking this.
No.
It's super cool.
Even if you didn't care about the interior, the driving, or anything, if you wanted this for the looks, I wouldn't fault anyone for buying this for the looks.
It is impressive.
Yeah.
All right, tsb.truecar.com if you're looking for one of these, and subscribe, hit the notification bell,
Yeah. Send the video to your grandmother.
comment, like, all the stuff we used to say but don't anymore.
Exactly.
Alg-
Grandfather,
Just algorithm.
mother, father, brother, sister.
Algorithm will take care of everything. Just show up on YouTube and it'll be there.
Yeah. We should release this video as a 15-minute short.
Vertical. Quickly, change it to vertical. All right, we're good.
All right. Now it's a vertical short.